Which is the best team right now in the NFL through 5 weeks? Which one? What do you got for me? I got a power rankings that I'm doing later on.
And you know what? I think it may be the team that started the season the worst.
Detroit
Lions. I think the Detroit Lions right now might be the best team.
All right, I'm still going to stick with the Buffalo Bills, even though they lost.
So that's your Super Bowl pick, Lions-Bills.
Sure, yeah. It looks good now. I had Baltimore pretty high too, but I think we're all wrong about that one, Rich.
Well, I know they're 1-4, and I think they're going to be 1-5, and then they got a bye, and
they got the bye week.
I know that, and so we're assuming Lamar's going to come back at that point. Roquan won't be too far behind, one would think, and suddenly now they can, obviously going ahead and losing only once or twice the rest of the way is a tall order. But don't you think if any team could do it, it would be them and winning the division anyway?
I do, but. Yeah, if you're giving up 40 points a game, it becomes very difficult to win football games. So you got to get some stuff figured out on the defensive end.
Okay, and so you like the Lions the best. And so which team outside of the Ravens that had Super Bowl aspirations in your mind, or might still, it gives you the most concern right now?
You know what? I've given this opinion for the last 2.5 years. The Chiefs concern me. And they've proven me wrong over and over and over again, but it just seems like a different Chiefs team this year. And this is obviously coming off the loss, them being 2-3, but I don't think it's going to end well for the Chiefs this year.
You agree with?
Yeah, I just don't think it's going to be that year. I think that when you look at it, I think this Broncos team is surging. They're getting better and better. Bo Nix, in every experience, you can see more and more who he is and why Sean Payton believes in him so much. And I think when you look at them, how they play on the defensive line, the offensive line, I see them as a team that could cause some noise in this thing as it goes, because they are built to win playoff football. When you can protect the quarterback, you can run it well. And then defensively, you can get after the quarterback on the other side of the ball. Nick Bonito, man, what a special football player he is and how he started this season. I think that you look at them, I see them as a team that could creep up in there, and they match up really well against some of these contenders we're talking about, because they are really good at a lot of spots. But one of the most important ones, defensive line and offensive line, they can play with anybody, and they just showed that last week against the Eagles.
And you just saw the Niners last week at 4-1, shorthanded. Mac Jones doing what he is doing. How dangerous do you think the Niners can be long term? I know Nick Bosa's out, but we're going to get some other guys back, and they are going to be operating from a 4-1 base.
Yeah, I think it's one of those teams that, to me, I look at it like what the Lions did last year when they lost Aiden Hutchinson. Could you see the Niners try to go out and try to find some way to replace him with another guy through a trade before the deadline? Because when you look at this, they've been down this many guys. They still have this opportunity where they're leading their division. They're 4-1, and they've got an opportunity to go really get ahead of things as guys get healthier. They've already got the lead. They're only going to get better. And when you survive moments like that, I think the resilience of your football team, the energy, the belief they have that every week we can go out and win, you've already proven that. And now you're only going to get healthier, and that's only going to get easier to go out and compete at a really high level as Kittle and some of these guys come back. And then we'll be interested to see as Ayuk, if he ends up coming back later this season as a part of this thing. Man, if they can get one more guy on that defensive line front that can get after the quarterback, this team is proven, because I think the Rams are a really good team, and I think they're one of the top NFC contenders. To be able to go out and beat them on Thursday, I think they've shown who they are, and if they get healthy, man, watch out for the Niners.
Hey, you made it all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Check us out every single day streaming live on Disney Plus and the ESPN app, 12 to 3 Eastern.